Bruno said I don't need a mic. So I'm pretty loud. That comes from not being heard as I was growing up. Make sure I'm heard now. I was glad to be home. This is my home. This college is responsible for my transformation.
Amen.
And all the students and any students in here, push your way through. Push your way through, because you're responsible for the history tomorrow. You're responsible to create the new history. You have to push your way through. Now, I struggled over the last 2 days of my presentation. What was I going to say? You guys heard me before. I'm still on the same path. Positivity. There's no tool more powerful than positivity. It works for everything.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It's like the Swiss Army knife. You know, you got everything on the Swiss Army knife. You got a fork, you got a spoon, you got a screwdriver, you got all kinds of corkscrew, you got all kinds of tools on a Swiss Army knife. Well, guess what? That's what positivity is. How do you change history? We know Black history exists. Yes, it does. But it ain't what happens. It's how you respond to what's happening. I can tell you incidents after incident after incidents where I've used my positive power to overcome negativity. And it works. Black history. I always needed to figure out a way to convey what I'm trying to say when I talk about positive and negative energy. I'm going to take you somewhere today. Some of my co-workers know where I'm going. I'm going to take you somewhere today. It's only two sides to the fence of life, you guys. Two. We think that it's more. It's only two. All your decisions are going to come through the battlefield of the mind. Everything is going to come through here. You win here, you win in the community. You win in society. You change things. Win here. Is it easy? No. Do it take practice? Yes. You have to practice being positive. You're going to have situations. Negative situations are going to be right here. You can respond negative. That's your prerogative. But how do we decrease negativity? There's only one tool to decrease negativity. Positivity. You inject positivity into a negative situation. I'll give you an example. And sometimes when I speak, I have to get naked. What is he talking about? I have to expose my past. Last time I was in custody, I was fighting 53 to life. Guess what? In Lake County. Nothing I've ever done in my life, married 53 to life. I've done murder or anything like that. I was sick because I was a drug user. And I recall them saying, Randy, you'll never get out with all these strikes. So I couldn't use aggression to defend myself because that was confrontational. You use aggression, the bars and the enclosure gets tighter. The grips gets tighter. You use aggression. You use positivity. Get out. So I use positivity. When they said, Randy, you're never going home, I took that pencil that they had in the road. It was a coloring pencil. That's how they do it. Like coloring pencils we give our kids to color in books. I took that coloring pencil and I wrote on the hill road wall, on every one of them. I will be free. Because doubt is negative.
That's right.
Thinking positive wins. Self-fulfilling prophecy. All the students in here who are in school, you're going to run some rough edges. You're going to have some disappointments. You have to push your way through. You have to push your way through. Because if you push your way through, remember, the only thing that exists is positive and negative. If you don't believe it, let me prove it. Go to the store and get a pack of batteries. Look at the symbols on those batteries. Right? Positive and negative. Go out to your car and lift up your hood and look at your battery. Positive and negative. Let's talk about temperature. Below 32 is minus. Above 32 is positive. Let's follow this projection. If you follow the power and you go all the way back to the breaker box and you open up the panel and you want to look and see what the wires are, positive and negative. Everything is positive and negative. So the best response to any situation is positive. You can't go wrong there. I know that. That's what I use to free myself. Positivity. No matter what they say. Oh, he's a criminal. Oh, he's a dope dealer. Oh, he can never be free. I use positivity. It went from Randall, you'll never get out, to Randall, when you get out. You see the language change? You can make people change the way they think. But you got to do it with positivity. Not confrontation. Not aggression. Assertiveness. Be assertive. Do that mean going and punching people in the mouth and knocking them down to get your point across? No. It doesn't mean that. Being assertive means standing up for your rights, but respecting everybody. And don't inject no negativity into it. So I wind up freeing myself using positivity. I recall when the first day I came on campus. Ooh, you talking about nervous? Oh my goodness, I remember that day plain as day. I was going to the restroom and I'm convinced that sign on the door said, men. However, once I was inside and I got to relieve myself, a female came in and said, do you know where you are? She said, you in the female's bathroom? I said, oh! I was just that nervous. I was just that nervous. How do we change history? We know history exists. But you know, I revisit history, but I use everything that happened in the past as a positive foundation to stand on and deliver a positive message. I've been discriminated against many times. But I recall people didn't want to shake my hand. You're going to read somebody. But I changed that by staying positive. And now when they see me, it's a big hug and a big handshake. And they're happy to see me. Because you can change things that people remember. Racism is outdated. Yeah. It's antiquated. We need new history. Every decision we make today will affect us 10 years from now. So you have to inject positive things in today to get a positive response 10 years from now. I know that for a fact. When I came to Lake County, I came here with $100. No job, no credit, no car. And I had a choice. I could go back to the old life, which I was known for, being a drug dealer or a drug addict in the street. I remember having that choice. One of my homeboys took me, went to his house and he pulled up his garage door. He said, take what you need. I'm looking at all these drugs. And I said, nope, I'm not working out of that kid anymore. He said, reached in his pocket, his money was so fat, he said, take what you need. I took $100 and I came to Lake County. I hit me homeless. And I put my tail between my legs and went down to social services and asked for help. They gave me $119 food stamps and $365 cash aid. That's how I started this life right here. I started at the graveyard cleaning leaves off the graves. This life in which I live today. So let's back up. That day that I chose to go to the graveyard, it was many years ago, but look at the effect of it today. My bling is not a car. Fat tires, gold hanging all off my neck. My bling is me standing up here before you giving you a positive presentation trying to translate your life. Remember, we talk about black history, white history. History is married together. You can't separate that.
That's right.
That's happened. But what we can do is create new positive history to reflect on, so the next time we come in here, we have something positive to reflect on. What does black history mean to me? Glad you asked. Black history. And I'm going to use the same evaluation system that I use for everything that I've been using for years. Positive, negative. Black history. When little kids are walking together and they going to school and they're not fighting each other, that's positive black history. That's positive history. When people go out in the street and they're protesting and they're hurting someone because they have a different position than your position, that's negative history. There's nothing positive in that. We go there with the intention that we're doing something positive. We got the right wing, the left wing, right? But everybody's there. The emotions get high. And somebody gets so emotional, they take their car and they ram it into the crowd. Guess what? You think you can separate yourself from that if you went out there protesting? If you there, you part of that negative event. So I don't go out in the street protesting. I do venues like this, where I have an opportunity to transform your mind. The battlefield of the mind. That's what everything comes from. You want to be successful in school? Everything's going to come to the battlefield of the mind. There's going to be some negativity, and you're going to let it brush off of you and keep going towards positivity. Police officers. If I was a police officer, you think I wouldn't do my job? I would do my job. I would do it to the best of my ability. I've been handcuffed many times. I've been mistreated many times. But let me tell you something. You think I'm mad at law enforcement? I'm mad at what I see on TV. I don't see that happening in Lake County. I don't see that happening here. We can control what goes on in Lake County. We don't have to do like the rest of the nation is doing. We can control by coming together, by joining together in unity, by refusing to do the negative stuff. We are more powerful than you even imagine. I have experience in this. We are powerful. One day I cut my finger off, and let me tell you, I have all my fingers today. I went to the doctor one time. But I use positive thinking to accomplish that. I can. I will. Not I think I can. You know, I run DUI classes and I ask somebody, I said, you gonna get another DUI? I went through the whole class. And I got to the last guy, I said, you gonna get another DUI? He said, I'm gonna try not to. Is that the proper answer? No is the proper answer. Because when you answer no, it does something to the body. Your language has to match your behavior.
That's right.
Or else you're in conflict. You can't talk before it comes. Say I'm doing this and you're doing that. You can't say that you for change and not get in the game.
That's right.
And sit on the sideline. No, you got to get in the game and beat the pavement. You got to show somebody else some empathy. Someone that's not your race. That's how we bridge and change history. We change history by thinking positive about tomorrow. And we voice it. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Self-fulfilling prophecy. They told me I wouldn't work for behavioral health because I had all these strikes. Guess what? I work for behavioral health. They told me I would never be free. Guess what? I'm free. And I'm going to close it out because I know I got to go. I'm going to close it out with this. Tell you something about positive thinking. There were 5 guys in custody when I was in custody fighting for my life. One was fighting 65 to life. I was 53 to life. Another was 49 to life. Another was 39 to life. Another was 25 to life. And I went to each one of these guys with this positive theory. Guess what? They didn't believe me. Nobody listened to me. I'm the only one free.
Okay.
That's evidence. And I didn't break out. They opened the door and let me out. And I didn't regurgitate back to old habits. I created new real estate for myself. I cut new ground. And that's why I'm here today. It's our job to cut new ground. It's our job to treat each and everybody equal. It's your job to make me feel that I'm accepted here as a black man. It's my job to make you feel that you're accepted as a white person. It's our job to unite, not separate. We separate, we become weak. We unite, we become strong. It's just that simple. So I expect in the next year, I'd expect people to inject positivity into their lives. Mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, all of us. It don't make no difference what color we are, because that's just a shell. The power is internal.
Right.
We have power.
Right.
And we have even more power as people working together.
Yeah.
We divide the load. Instead of somebody carrying the torch all the time, everybody's got to pick up a torch and light somebody else's with it.
That's it.
That's how we change things. And I want to thank the administration here at this college. I don't want to get emotional, but I love Woodland College for what they've done for me.
Amen.
Thank you very much. And there is a book that's not up here.
Randall, it's checked out.
Oh. Good stuff. Good one, Pam.
And the librarian, she asked the person who checked it out, could you return Randall's book for this event? And they did.
That's
So
okay.
that's okay.
This is in someone's hands.
Amen.
All right? You guys have a wonderful day and have a positive year. Remember, every decision, every minute, every second, every hour, every month, every year, every decision is so valuable, it's so priceless. Let's not waste them. Let's join and get together. I have an event coming up. It's called Positivity Party 2018. It's at the Youth Center over here. There will be music, games for children. It's for people to come out and meet each other, greet each other, resourcing, connecting, planning. Let's do something in this county. All right, let's get off the sideline and let's do something. It's called I'm All In. Are you all in? I'm all in. Thank you very much.